So I decided to draw Geoffrey Landgraab. Why Geoffrey out of all characters? Well, it's because he's my favorite character in my Legacy playthrough. He's such a sweet, nice man, and honestly, too bad he's married to Nancy. For this drawing, I forced myself to draw hands. I used one of the posts by Red Boy Sims, took some photos as reference, and started drawing. The thing was that I wanted the drawing to look like Geoffrey, but at the same time, Sims with Geoffrey just isn't cute. I like him for his personality, not his look. I wasn't trying to go for an EA style Geoffrey. I wanted him to be in more of my style. So instead of just copying a reference, I identified his signature features. Other than the glasses and the mustache, I thought his droopy, thick eyebrows were for sure one thing I need to keep to make him look Geoffrey. Now that I looked at the drawing and screenshots again though, I should have drawn like a longer face. The forehead was a bit too short in my drawing. I think I turned out to be drawing like a younger version of him. And don't worry, I did add the mustache and glasses back on at the end. Now is a good time to talk about the Landgraab's family history for a bit. The Landgraab family is a pre-made family that has been around since Sims 2. In fact, the Landgraab is even featured in The Sims City. Just as their last name implied, they became a wealthy family, primarily because of owning lands and properties. In Sims 4, there are schools that named after Landgraab, and if you didn't pay your bills, the Landgraab will turn your power off. If we go by the Sims 3 description, Nancy Landgraab, who was the vice president of the business district, was the actual head of the Landgraab family. Geoffrey was just a modest doctor, and he chose to take his wife's last name. Nancy had the workaholic, snob, ambitious, charismatic, and perfectionist traits, and her lifetime wish was becoming the CEO of a mega corporation. Whereas Geoffrey had the family-oriented, good sense of humor, charismatic, loves the outdoor, and hopeless romantic traits. And he was a gene therapist. The two had a son named Malcolm, who had the good, ambitious, and bookworm traits. In Sims 4, Nancy and Geoffrey both had quite similar traits to their Sims 3 version. Nancy had the ambitious, snob, and materialistic traits, and Geoffrey had the family-oriented, outgoing, and good traits. But they had really different jobs. Previously, Nancy wasn't actually evil, she was just an ambitious, snobby businesswoman. But here, she was a mini-mob boss. Geoffrey was just a modest doctor in Sims 3, but in Sims 4, he was completely different. He was a secret agent instead. I feel like it creates like another sort of drama in this family. Like in Sims 3, the drama would be the relationship between a rich woman and a, well, probably not poor, but like more down-to-earth man. But in Sims 4, it's like the drama between their clashing jobs on the opposite sides of the law. But also, who knows, maybe Geoffrey already knew and he was just secretly helping his wife. Their son Malcolm, though, was completely different. In Sims 3, he seemed like a good, nerdy kid, and when he grew up, he had the snob traits just like his mom. But overall, just sounds like a good kid. In Sims 4, though, he was outright evil, complete opposite of his Sims 3 counterpart. It just leads me to think, what is Malcolm gonna be like in Sims 5? Is he gonna be like a good kid again, or will EA go for another route? Who knows? Maybe they won't even be in Sims 5. Now that we talked about the Landgraab's family history, it's time to jump back to the drawing. I'm proud of myself for drawing hands though. It's so easy to just think to myself, oh, I should just hide them, but then I'll never improve if I do that. Coloring hands are still extremely difficult. Sims 4 honestly provide not bad references. Oh, and lighting. There was a huge chunk of footage of me just trying different lightings. but I was so bad at it that every single one looked so bad. It's so bad that I cut it all out and I probably would never show anyone. Lighting is definitely something I need to force myself to try. Ah, there are just so many things I need to improve. Now that I looked at the drawing and screenshots again though, I should have drawn like a longer face. The forehead was a bit too short in my drawing. I think once the glasses and mustache were drawn, he immediately looked more Geoffrey. Glasses and mustache is something I rarely draw, especially mustache. This was literally the first time I've drawn mustache. Background. I never know what to do with backgrounds. Should I try to paint something like a real background, or splashing random ink will be good enough? What about like a solid color background? I ended up going for like the laziest route. A dark gradient and some dots as stars. Adding the color dots kind of made the background look alright. I should set like a quest for myself that next time I have to think of an actual background. Thank you for joining my journey of drawing Geoffrey Landgraab, the sweetest man in my playthrough. If you're interested in my Legacy Let's Play, don't forget to check out the playlist. I'll be making more drawing and Let's Play video in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.